Hello, welcome to the Department of Environmental Quality's electronic reporting system called nForm. This training video will show you how to complete the 110-502 lead-based paint quarterly report form for inspectors and risk assessors in the nForm system. The 502 lead-based paint quarterly report form can be accessed in two ways. The first way is using the DQ webpage and looking under lead-based paint forms for this link here for the 110-502 form. Once you click on that, it will take you to the nForm webpage where you can log in and enter your information into the appropriate form. The other way is to go directly to the nForm webpage and log in and either search using the drop-down list to get a list of the lead-based paint forms, or search for the forms that you need using the Finder function. The Finder tab can be located at the top right-hand side of the screen. Type in 502 and the respective link to the form you require will pop up below, and you can proceed onto the form landing page. The landing page starts out with some important information for you to read over. Then once you're ready to begin, click on Begin Form Entry at the bottom. To start, you will need to input some general information about the activity for the quarter you wish to report for. The first blank is for the reporting year. So for example, in April of 2022, you would be reporting for the months January through March. This would be considered the first quarter of 2022 reporting period, which you would then mark accordingly in the next question. Then you will come to a question about if there was any activity for that quarter. If there was not, select No. Fill out the name and certificate number of the inspector or risk assessor and move on to the review section. If you select Yes, then you will see a new section added to the menu on the left side for Activity. Click the Activity button on the bottom of the page to get to the next section. On the Activity page, you will start to fill out the information on the activity location. Then it will go into more specific questions in regards to the location type, type of activity, and what methods were used. Depending on the selections, additional questions will be added for clarification in response to selections made. For example, if you mark yes to was any lead-based paint found or were any lead hazards found, then boxes will appear below for more information. If you indicate the test done was a clearance test, then the supporting information needed below will be a response to that method. Once you have filled out this activity, and if you have any more activities to enter, you can add to the report in two ways. One is if you have another entry with similar information, you can duplicate the entry by clicking on Duplicate Activity and enter any changes to areas that are needed. The other is to click on the Add New Activity. Add all activities you are required to report. It is recommended that you click on the button onto the right that says Save Progress occasionally. You can also save and exit at any time if you wish to enter the data over a period of time instead of all at once. Once you have entered all the activities and corresponding information, you'll want to click on the Review button and go to the Review page. Once you have reviewed your entry and made sure all the entries are complete, click on the Certify and Submit button below. You can also print a copy of the form from this page and print a summary page of the entry form from this window. On the Certify and Submit page, there will be a statement for you to read, and then click Submit Form. Or if you're not ready to submit, you can tell it to save and exit. After clicking Submit, you will get a pop-up stating that your entry has been submitted. At this point, you will receive an email as well stating your submission has been received. It will be reviewed, and once it has been accepted and deemed complete, you will receive an email stating this. If during the review process any need for corrections are found, you receive an email about those requested changes. For more information on correction requests, please see the correction request training video, which will outline the process for you. Once you have made a submission, you can find that entry under the tab My Submissions. Here you'll find a list of your submissions, including the submission ID number and its current status. If you need to make a revision to a submission that has not yet been or is in the review process, you can get to the entry here by clicking on the arrow by the entry. If it has been marked complete, it cannot be changed unless it is unlocked for you by one of the LBP Paint staff. This has been training for how to enter submit information for the 110-502 Inspector and Risk Assessor Quarterly Report Form. If you need any assistance, please feel free to contact us at DEQ at 405-702-4100 or via email at lbpreporting@deq.ok.gov.